right? Now, they talk about the State Emergency Health Powers Act, right? Now, they talk about imprisonment, quarantine, FEMA camps. I mean, they laid the legal groundwork for mass genocide in America. It is. Put up there. Man. I think that's it right there, Gemma. That's what the document is, and it should come right up. Also, under 171 page dossier, it'll pop up too. So they talk about all this Sanctified Adventists. I mean, they're all in on this. I mean, this is something massive. I mean, this is one of the biggest, like this right here, this document, this is going to be like, I mean, this is going to be the Moab of it all. When it shows how they did this, they, established probable cause. They talk about how Bush sided it over, because there's a reason why we went straight to pandemic level 6. Under level 6, the UN, they signed it over that the UN comes over to the US and actually takes over for the US military. Yeah, this is no good. They have mandatory vaccine simulation drills. I mean, they have it all right here. You could even click on the links, everything like that, all right here. I mean, whoever put this together, genius. It says right here, the act criminalizes refusal of medical treatment, making citizens liable for a misdemeanor if they refuse mandatory vaccines. For Article 5, Section 504. The act gives the public health authority the right to isolate or quarantine a person on an ex parte court order or with no hearing for at least 72 hours. So how does that work? Right? If they're gonna with no hearing, if they're gonna hold you for 72 hours with no hearing, I mean, that's a violation of our Constitution right there, big time. If the public health authority decides that an unvaccinated person is a risk to others, even if uninfected, he could get quarantined per Article 5, Section 503E. Like, these motherfuckers, I mean, no, hell no. No. Right here, Bush, international partner on avian and pandemic influenza, to a high-level planetary meeting at the UN General Assembly. I mean, these fuckers just, I mean, they're just dirty. Beyond dirty. You've got the WHO, the World Health Organization, World Trade Organization, the UN, and NAFTA directives. So I wonder what NAFTA was for, huh? It wasn't, this whole trade, North American free trade agreement. No, it's all about fucking child trafficking. That's what it was. And the Air Force has been on it too. They're all in on it. That's the bad part. That's why they had to create Space Force. Then they took out. And see, North American avian flu pandemic influenza outbreak. Yeah, of course. I mean, why not, right? I mean, these guys right here, National Security and Homeland Security Presidential Directive, signed on May 9, 2007, declares that in the event of a catastrophic event, George W. Bush can become what is best described as a dictator. The president shall lead the activities of the federal government for ensuring constitutional government. Since when does the federal government have anything to do with our constitutional government? Well, constitutional republic. The federal government is Switzerland, guys. That's the Fed. That's it. Now, like this. Catastrophic emergency means any incident, regardless of location. Regardless of location, that results in extraordinary levels of mass casualties, damage, or disruption severely affecting U.S. population, infrastructure, environment, economy, or government functions. Fuck the government functions. Don't care. Now you got the World Health Organization, all this, headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, of course. They had the Health League of Nations. We didn't even sign the UN Charter. England signed it for us. Not good. We get to sign it then. Yes. Right here, right? Here's the whole pandemic influenza phases, right? The funny thing is, it's just a couple years ago, China had a bout with the bubonic plague. Now, the thing is that they only listed that as a phase 2, the bubonic plague in China. But then here, with this fake shit, in addition to criteria defined in phase 5, the same virus spreads from human to human in at least one other country in another World Health Organization region. This shit doesn't spread human to human anyways. It never has. Thank you, Gemma. But yeah, save this document. Definitely save this document. If there's anything you do, save it. October 27, 2005. Right? $62.5 million contract to Chiron Corporation, 3333. Manufacturing avian influenza vaccine designed to protect the H5N1. Remember, Trump used to always make fun of Biden saying, he says like N1H5, H1N5. He doesn't know what he's saying. That's what he's pointing at right here. And the whole contract of the Sanofi Pasteur vaccines business, this Aventis group right here. Remember when President Trump invested $100 in stock in a pharmaceutical company? This was the company. If he's got all that money, why is he just putting $100 in there? He's not looking to make money. He's just trying to point out to us. He's like, guys, look here. Look, we're trying to point it all out. It's all here. Started, this whole urged bird flu vaccine manufacturers increase their production. What did they do with all the chickens around here? Yeah, didn't they kill all the chickens and all the farms around here? Sure did. Wonder why. Guess what they were going to release then? Something big. Because everybody feeds their kid chicken nuggets, chicken this, chicken that. Everybody eats it. Now, here is a big thing too, right? Now, they said that this swine flu, right? That they said that it started like this child that hadn't been in contact with pigs. These 2 kids, they didn't even have it, right? So what they did was we're dealing with new flu virus that constitutes a respiratory epidemic. So far, it's controllable. Mexican news media speculate that the outbreak may have started in February near a Smithfield Foods pig plant amid complaints about its intensive farming practices. Although no pigs in Mexico have tested positive for the virus. 0. None. Guys, when they start saying like ducks, birds, bats, whatever, they can't. There's no human to animal transmission with any of this. None. Now, thing is that there's a big case in this. But we'll talk about that in a second because it'll come up. Now, they talk about this possible swine flu death in Little Rock, Arkansas, right? 28-year-old man, Little Rock, Arkansas Hospital, May 18, 2009, said suffered from more than one strain of flu. Camper calls that somewhat unusual. And that's the coroner, right? Garland Camper, which, offshore oil worker had been in hospital for flu-like symptoms. So if he's offshore oil working, where's he going to catch us? It's up there. Gemma posted up there in the scribe. You just click that. Well, here's the thing, though. Right now, fever 97%, cough 77%, lung infiltrates 60%, vomiting 46%, shortness of breath 43%. 3 and 4 are unusual for influenza. Thing is, he was trying to remember which, he's talking about the PPP loans and all that. And he mentioned about like all these different people, these different services, human services, like hospitals, like different businesses, restaurants, us. And when he did, he listed 5 of them, but 3 and 4 did not. It didn't jive at all. Because you notice fever is 97%. 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 77, 14. Yeah, that's 77. Shortness of breath, 4 plus 3 is 7. 6 plus 0 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 3 and 4 don't belong at all. Now, they said last week estimated the H1N1 case fatality rate is 0.4%, 4 times higher than the seasonal flu. But yet they're seeing double the children with respiratory symptoms. All these schools that they're putting it in, right? Here's the big one right here. The first case was seen in Mexico on April 13th. The outbreak coincided with the President Barack Obama's trip to Mexico City on April 16th. Obama was received at Mexico's Anthropology Museum in Mexico City by Felipe Solis, a distinguished archaeologist who died the following day from symptoms similar to the flu. Thing is that what they did was, we scroll down a little bit more, guess what? There was just a problem with this. So when they asked about Obama getting the being checked out, right? Nope. The Secret Service didn't say a thing about it. And there was like 14 or 15 people that died during that. Now, here's where it's going to really hit home. They told us when this was going to happen, to the day. Latest pandemic time estimates based on Los Alamos flu simulation using baseline US 0 day of April 20th, 2009. Monday, April 20th. It's also Hitler's birthday, but they always have to just do something there because it's the whole beginning of the Feast of Moloch, right? Day 1. Would it amuse you at all that in 2020, day 1 was actually Monday, April 20th, and they all coincide with the days that they were doing. They even said that they declared day 6 on this day, day 49, June 8th. Page 22. Thankfully, somebody numbered them before they didn't have numbers on them. Oh, dude, it was rough not having the pages on here. So, and then when you look at this, the funny thing is that when you start, like day 63, cases go exponential, right? Remember they started saying, oh, it's going to go exponential, all this other shit? Thing is, Thursday, July 16th, day 87, wave 1 outbreak peaks by day 87, aka Thursday, July 16th. What's the next day? July 17th, right? That's where we start our little Fort Wayne thing. But here's the thing. When you count the weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But then it stops here. Then you go by days. 13, 14, 15, 16. Friday, July 17th, would be day 88. But it's also number 17 on the list.